All right, poker bros and broettes, it's your boy Bangarang at it again. We are going for the highest of high stakes qualifiers, going for the glory into event 55. And I'll tell you this, after getting my butt kicked in 53 and 54, your boy picked up an extra level of maneuvering. It's called aggression, and I am utilizing it because I'm just livid that I let myself lose out on that last event's ticket, blinding myself out at the final table, bubbling myself. I couldn't believe it. So guess what, homeboy? I'm all in with ace six. Nothing on the board hit me except for a busted blank draw that panned out. Well, guess what? He can't call. He doesn't even know what hit him. He's like, what happened? This guy's like putting his whole stack on, and this tournament is like not 5 or 10 or $20. It's probably more like 30, 40, or 50 or $60. It's been a few days and then some. Can't remember the exact price, but it was definitely pricey. Pricey enough to make a move and get someone in fold. It's one thing what I like about playing a higher stakes tournament. There's no messing around. People can't just call you light because it's going to be a pretty penny to do so. So as you can see, the aggression level has raised. I am throwing it around, folks. I am throwing my weight around. Queen 8 of clubs. Pick up the flop of a century and get the action. How am I going to play it? Guy wants to lead into me. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Definitely not putting up with it this time. Going for the glory. I hit nothing but another busted draw and throw my weight around once again like I got it, but I don't, and take it down looking like a beast finally, and I get rewarded with a nice pocket pair of aces. Aces? Rocketeers? Where have you been my entire life? I have not seen you in so long. This is such a rare occasion. What? Pocket rockets? With action, I decided to make it 160, get a whole bunch of callers, and a giant re-raise into the big tournament. This is the moment we've all been waiting for, folks. Right here. It's come down to this. We got a huge over raise. Now I shove. 6 goes all in. He's forced to call. 20's forced to now call with ace king. Oh my god. Huge pot at the beginning of the game goes to what? 10-7 of hearts? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I just lost with aces against 10-7 suited for a monster 5K pot at the beginning of one of the biggest qualifiers. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I don't think I'm over it. At least at this point in the tournament, for sure. Ace King UTG folds around. Whoop-de-doo. Here we go. What just happened? I picked up Cowboys. I just lost with the Rockets. I'm looking at the guy with my 4420 in stack plus my 1900. I would be at 6500. What is going on? But no. Aces did not hold. These kings I put in up to 360. Everyone wants to call again. I'm getting some action. on a dangerous board, but I'm not folding. No freaking way. And sure enough, his queen 8 suited top pair against my beast mode is no good. My hand holds as it should. Wow. Unbelievable. Still upset over those rockets. Could you only imagine? Take player 6, 44-20, my 44-20 plus my 38. We would be a beast with like 8K at the beginning of this game. Can't dwell on it. All vlog, all tournament. Missed out on trips. This guy's betting like he's got something better, like trips with a bigger kicker, or made that straight with that pretty 8-9 suited he might have. Not sure. Didn't get involved. Didn't lose. Didn't win. Still have a nice stack. Hovering right just under 4K. Want this tournament bad. Badder than I ever wanted a tournament. As you can see, the gears have changed, and for the better. Decided to come in with a limp with this ace-6 suited. Go ahead and hit top pair on a wet board over here. So, gonna have to bring it in, see where I'm at, gauge the value. Do get some action. The action we're looking for, not the raise. Just a call, works for me. Once again, I'll take him checking. I go ahead and just throw it on in, just in case he has that draw that he really wants to hit, which that 7 might have done the trick. Once again, not putting up with it, going for the over aggression, which seems to be working out. King 6 suited makes for a nice fold as queen 10 takes the cake. I decide to try to see a cheap flop by completing the small blind. Unfortunately, the big blind says he's not having it with a raise. I quickly get out, minus 50. Not the end of the world, but you'd make 10 of those mistakes. That's minus 500 at this level. Over time, as the blinds progress, might end up being more. Ace 10 on the dealer, folds around to me once again. I have a bad feeling. I bring it in for a small little raise. Big blind defends. I totally whiff and decide to just hold back that aggression this time. And it switches the momentum. 52 takes a play out of my page, out of my playbook, which actually turns out to be good because there's no way I'm continuing with that garbage. Moving forward, once again, pocket fours. Something tells me my luck has changed, my hand quality has changed, and once again, 52 takes my play away from me, and it works. I decide to opt out of those mere minuscule looking fours. Pocket pair again, try to get in light, want to hit that magical set, win that huge pot, but I'm looking at a dirty pair of twos, early position, and once again, people are throwing their weight around. I have no choice but to take another small minus amount. As you can see, there's a theme going here. We start picking up some negative momentum as we double it with Kojak, and he shoves again, forcing us to fold. There's a theme rising here. Minus off those fours and the twos and the king jack and the ace 10 probably cost us about 1,000+ chips that we could still have if we would have just made some quality folds. Already knowing that those hands were no good. Those are the traps the traps of the adventure in this game, the pitfalls. We cannot let these pitfalls determine our outcome. We have to stay diligent and remind ourselves, hey, wait a second, we don't have to get involved with every hand. Especially when you want it as bad as you say you want it. You want it bad. You make that bad. You make that bad fold, that hard fold. You make it. You make it. You make it because you want it that bad. Once again, stack is now dwindling. That beast mode is now down to 2k on 125 and 250, forcing me to play a king 10 in position for my entire tournament life. That is not a good sign, although we take the win and go up to a mere 2600, which is still a pretty decent stack. But unfortunately, these blinds, we all know, rise so quick. Before we know it, we're going to be moving right up to 15300 plus antes, which is going to cost us way too much each round, forced to make a move. Unfortunately, I fold this ace jack of suited to his 3-bet UTG, which I look back and I think, okay, you may not like that hand, but that is probably most likely a must play. Probably for your entire stack, should have shoved all over him, at least defended for an additional 500. Continuing forward, you start thinking you casually can fold that hand, although you realize just moments later you don't have time. As the blind's now at 150, 300 with that ante, you're looking at an M of 4, the red zone, the dead zone. You're starting to look at hands like ace 3 and ace 8, and you're thinking, okay, yeah, I dodged a loss, but guess what? I had a premium ace jack suited, and now here I am trying to limp in with a 10-7 just to get pulverized, which is just so obvious. But that is the desperation that comes with a low chip stack and time out 2 and 400, forced to play a 7-8 suited because I feel like I have 4 hands to pick from before I'm just completely crippled again. And guess what? I love it. Up against the hand I could have previously played against, the player that I folded against has my hand, and that is the game taking me out. Devastation over.